I was calling about your listing on, I think it was in Yuma on Australia.
Australia. Let me check. Okay, 1 minute. I am checking it right now if it's available. Looks like it is.
Is this Carla or Ed?
Yeah, this is Carla. Sorry.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Okay. That house is back on the market. It was actually under contract last week, but at the end, buyer wasn't able to continue because he was in the military, so he looks like he wasn't able to stay in Yuma anymore. So they changed the work plan, so we had to cancel. So it wasn't something that it was because of the seller or anything like that.
Gotcha.
So we are back on the market. Yeah, and house is listed right now for $255. And yeah, it is available. I don't know if you have any questions about that.
Yeah, well, I had actually sent you over a letter of intent. Did you get it? I don't know, maybe if it went directly to Ed or not. I don't know if you guys shared an email. I think I did send it. It said, so I'm assuming it went straight to him.
Yeah. Okay. Is that like an offer, like a subject to or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
It's a subject to. Yeah, I did actually present it to the seller, but right now he really wants to sell the house.
Well, what do you mean? Like he wants to sell it traditionally, is what you're saying? Because like this would still be him selling the house.
Yes, correct. He really wants to sell the house traditionally. He just want to get rid of it. So yeah. Like I said, I did present it, but when I presented, as soon as that happens, we received the other offer, which we actually accepted. I can go ahead and talk to him and see if he wants to give it a try and maybe hear a little bit more about what you are offering. And yeah.
Yeah, Carla, is this the best number to reach you at, or is this Ed's number?
This is actually the office phone number.
Oh, okay. That's why I was like, if what I can do is if you give me your email, I can just resend you what I sent over to Ed, and then you can maybe talk to your seller about that and see if that's something that works. Are you able to text from the office phone, or are you not able to?
Yes, I can go ahead and text over this phone number. Okay, my email is Carla with a K at sextonpropertygroup.com.
KARLA?
Yes.
propertygroup.com. Okay. All right, yeah, I will send that over to you, and then we can kind of just, go from there. I know since you guys were already under contract, I'm sure you guys haven't really revisited this option. So, you think maybe that's something that you might be interested in now?
I know he wants to sell. I will have to explain everything to him and explain how this works, and we'll see. I mean, I know he was very excited just because we were under contract. So right now I don't know how he is feeling about doing this. But what I would like you to do, I don't know if it's possible for you to send me real numbers, like what you are actually thinking to offer him.
Yeah.
For how many, like the term, how many months it's gonna be, and how many, or whatever the term is gonna be, and yeah, that's what I would like to know. We have been working a lot with subject too, so we want to be really careful, and
right.
And we want the best for our sellers. So
yeah, of course.
We would like a really good yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna read over the offer, the documents that you sent me, and I'll explain that to him. But I would like to give him real numbers and whatever he needs. I know whatever he needs to do, I'll explain that to him. But
so as far as So I guess let me ask you this then, since you guys are already, were under contract, I assume you knew, was it at list price that you guys were under contract for?
Yeah, well, we actually dropped the price to 255 because that was the price that he accepted.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, well, I know you accepted that price, but what about we drop it? And he's like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So that was the price, 255.
Okay, so at 255, what was your client walking away with after commissions and closing costs?
After commissions and closing costs, we were at 21,000.
21,000. Okay, gotcha. That's what he was gonna put in his pocket at the end of the day.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. I could see that. I was sorry, I was just running some quick numbers while you were telling me that. So I think for this one, like as far as hard numbers go, I mean, for me, I would probably like to be all in around like 20,000, and that would include like a down payment, excuse me, a down payment to him, and then paying your commission out of that. So, what is your commission? 3%?
Yeah, no, my commission is 3.5. It's actually fixed, and we share 2.5 to the buyer.
Yeah. Okay, times point zero.
So as a seller, 3.5. Yeah.
So about $8,900, something like that. So I mean, what I could do is like 20. I mean,
If
yeah.
you want to, because I do have the seller net sheet that I sent him
Mm-hmm.
with the offer. I can go ahead and send it to you so you can see his numbers. I chose the commission.
Yeah.
And
Well, do you think he
and
would?
yeah,
Do you think with? I mean, because I could get him the 20 grand that he, or 20, yeah, the 20 grand that he would be netting, or that he's gonna be netting. But like initially, I would like to, do you think he would be open to like maybe taking 10 grand down and then, maybe making payments over time on that other 10,000?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to him and see what his I don't know. I'll have to talk to him and I mean he's the one that's gonna make the decision on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I think why don't we do this? You have a conversation with them, see if they're even open to it. And then, like I said, I would really like to be all in around like 20,000. So I'll pay your commission, and then, for him, that would leave about like $12,000 roughly, and then that remaining, money, I could make him payments over time if that's something he's open to.
Okay.
On the remaining like.
Okay. I'll
Even on 8,000, I mean, I guess it doesn't really even make that much sense to make payments on the remaining 8,000. Like, maybe just tell him this instead. It might be a little bit like out of the park or whatever, but what if we did 10,000 down, and then in a year we gave him the remaining 8,000, or 12,000 down, and then in a year gave him the remaining 8,000.
Well, like I said, I'll see what he says. Because I know he wanted to at least get 20,000 out of this sale.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he bought this house, he put 30,000 down. So he's like, I know I'm not gonna get that money back, but at least I want to get 20,000.
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to drop the price to 55. So I don't know what's the reason, but I know he needed 20,000. So I don't know. I'll explain that to him. But if yeah, well, I will let you know.
Okay. When should I check back with you?
I'm gonna go ahead and text him right now because he's usually working, and I'm gonna explain that to him. So you said you can offer him 10,000 and then the rest in a year.
Well, so it would be 12,000 to him, 9,000 to you, right? because that's your commission, about 9,000, or I think it was 9,000, or is it 8?
It's 8.
Okay, so
8,000. Well, almost 9.
if I'm all in for 20 and I pay you 9,000, he would get 11 up front. And then out of the 20, he would get another 9 in a year. Does that make sense? So he'd get 11 up front and then 9,000 in a year.
11 and then 9,000.
Yep.
And for how long are you thinking to do this term? I don't know if you're gonna resell it or refinance or rent it.
Yeah, I plan on renting it out. So, I mean, I would like to just, keep it in. I mean, per the contract, it's going to stay in his name for the life of the loan. But, with that being said, it doesn't.
For the life of the
Yeah. Per the contract, it'll state for the life of the loan. But with that being said, it doesn't mean that, that's going to necessarily be the case because, I may refinance it, or sometimes properties don't perform as I want them to. And then, if I sell it, then the entire thing will be paid off. So, it doesn't always necessarily go to, let's say if there's 29 years left, all 29 years. Does that make sense? Yeah, like if rates dropped and I could get a better payment, then I would refinance it. So
right. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and talk to him, and I'll explain that to him. And I mean, you can call me back tomorrow, maybe at the same time, and we can talk about it and see what he says.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Carla. Talk soon.
All right. Bye bye.
All right, bye.